What's good, people? Thanks for joining me on the Gunners Only podcast. I'm just going to speak about this weekend's match down at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal versus Leeds. Arsenal ran out 5-0 winners. It ended up being a comfortable game at the end, but it didn't start off that way. In the first part of the game, Arsenal were struggling to break down Leeds' low block. They weren't really that much creativity in the Arsenal attack. They were lacking a lot of speed and a lot of flair, as you all know, which is why they're still in the transfer market and why they've made significant transfers. But the first half of that game was quite, if you're an Arsenal fan, you'd agree it was a little bit frustrating. But as time was going on, the chances were coming, they were getting closer and closer. But for the first 20 minutes, Leeds were quite, they were quite resilient, quite stubborn. They were trying. They weren't, I mean, we all knew they weren't going to win, but they were actually trying a few things here and there, but it was a matter of time, really. And then eventually we finally got through with Timber's header from a set piece corner from Declan Rice. And yeah, those corners are unstoppable at the moment. You know how it is with Arsenal, the new Stoke City, so we're called. But we can't be stopped with these set pieces. So, and everyone's on our case about them. But at the end of the day, it's a part of the game, so you can't really say nothing. If other teams were scoring from set pieces all the time, they would be happy. It's a part of the game, so don't hate. But yeah, so Timber got us the first goal. He also got the second goal as well, so he got a brace. And he also got an assist in that game, which is why he got man of the match. But going back to it, Arsenal, the first half wasn't really that exciting. It was a bit frustrating, although we did go ahead, but the creativity wasn't there. But in the second half, I mean, everything changed. The speed picked up, the tempo picked up. Everyone just we barely I said we were playing in second gear, and in the first half it was like mainly first gear. So that's why we need to pick up the pace. If we go back to the what season was it, 23-24 season, I think we need to go back to that because teams couldn't handle it. Teams were folding under that pressure and the pace, and it was too much for everyone. And I think that is the way we do it. And I just think that season we didn't have the personnel to really get over the line. But I believe this season we've got the personnel, we've got the right players, we got the right players coming in. We got the bench is strong, the first 11's just solid. I mean, all the way through the pitch, the defense. We know our defense is the best in the league. That's not really an issue. The midfield looks good. Although we lost Thomas Partey, Zubimendi, he's slotted right in. He's playing really good. I can't find fault with Zubimendi, to be honest. I think he's a great addition to the team and someone I think he's gonna be a hit down at the Emirates. Also, we got backup like Norgard, who hasn't really featured yet, but the season just started. He's gonna get his game time through the cup competitions. He's gonna get to feature a lot. We ain't got to worry about that. Obviously, Odegaard, the captain in that game, got injured, and that's something. Hopefully, he's not going to be out too long. I'm hearing a lot of things that he's going to be back a lot sooner than first anticipated, so that's good news. Same with Bukayo Saka. Saka he pulled his hamstring, the opposite hamstring to what took him out for a few months last season. So Saka will be back sooner than expected. Originally, they were saying it was like 4 to 6 weeks, but I'm hearing it's going to be sooner than that. So hopefully we can get them back. Obviously, we're going to miss them for the game against Liverpool next Sunday, that's not a title deciding game because it's too early in the season, but it's an important game already at this stage, third game in. And I believe we can go there and we can definitely get a draw, but obviously we're going to win. We're not turning up to draw. We're not, this is Arsenal. We're going there to win, but we ain't won at Anfield for too long, so it ain't going to be easy. But I believe with the players we got now, we're and the confidence around the team, I reckon we can go there and take something. But back to the game, we want to talk about Victor Gyökeres because he's been getting a lot of criticism in the last couple weeks, and I think it's a bit unjustified, to be honest. The guy's just turned up at the club. He didn't even have a pre-season, and he's not. I don't think he's 100% fit You can see that he's slowly getting there, but even so, he's not 100% fit, and you can see the runs he's making. His intelligence is very high, and we just need to start learning how to play to his strengths. Once we learn to play to his strengths, this guy's going to get a lot of goals. I don't think there's. I see all the signs of a man that's going to bag hopefully 20. But I'm confident he can get 20 goals this season. I can't see why not. Once we learn how to feed this guy properly, it's going to be crazy. I mean, 2 games, 2 goals. Obviously, he wasn't that impressive in the Man United game, but he got 2 goals against Leeds, and he took both of them well. I mean, the first goal he created 100% by himself, held the run, held the run perfectly, didn't go offside, just on the line, ran into the space on the left, beat 3 players, cut in on his right foot, favoured foot, bang, bottom corner. That's something that Arsenal's been lacking for years. So now we've got that. Hopefully, we can get the most out of him, and we can, play to his strengths. And then those draws that we had last season, hopefully, can turn into wins. And again, the first goal he took that brilliantly on the right foot. The penalty he just buried it. There was no nonsense with the penalty. Everyone was saying that they wanted Max Dowman to take it, which I understand what they're saying, but we ain't got time to mess around. The striker needs to take it. Saka wasn't on the pitch, and he used to be the regular penalty taker, or he still is. But the forwards on the pitch, let the forward take it. Plus, he needs goals to settle him in a bit, settle the nerves, build his confidence up. And that's exactly what happened. He got 2 goals, and you can see the relief and the weight off his shoulders. And that's something that, going into the Liverpool game, you need all the everyone's got to be confident, because as we know, Liverpool's not a joke, and that's the real test. That's going to be, obviously, season just started. That's the hardest test of the season, but it's an important game. If we come out of there with something, minimum a draw, we're not going there to lose. We need the win, but I suppose he would take a draw going to Anfield. So hopefully we get that W, and then we go to the next game. If I'm not correct, I think we might have City after that. So we might have Manchester City after that, and that's going to be another big test. Although City lost to Tottenham, City is always a threat, and they always seem to turn up against us, even though we did deal with them last season. But it's never an easy game against City. And Pep, Arteta, the little thing there. So we've got to turn up, and we've just got to basically, game by game, we've just got to we got to get the 3 points everywhere we go. I believe this season we've got the team, and we've got the personnel, and it's just down to the manager if he can apply the right tactics, because we've got the players to do it. Also, we've got Eberici Eze that's there as well. And once he slots into the team and finds his role, whether he's out on the left, playing central, the number 10, we've just got so much options. Also, I'd just like to say, Madueke, I thought he played brilliant. Max Dowman was excellent. Madueke started on the left, ended on the right when Saka got injured. He played brilliant. I was very impressed with Madueke. Dowman's going to be a problem for everyone. All those players, they just can't contain him. They end up fouling him all the time. Wanyeri, brilliant as he was through pre-season. I mean, the team is just strong. So, like I say, this hopefully this is the season. But like, share, and subscribe, and we'll have another video. We're gonna do some more boxing videos over the next few weeks, because there's some few fights going on and a few MMA videos. So like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on another video.